Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would just kind of hop on today and do something a little different than what the last couple of videos. Not looking too glamorous, but I don't really care. Got cool hair, and yeah. But I kind of thought I'd just kind of do kind of just a sit and chat kind of video today. I've been thinking a lot about revolutions and things lately. Part of that probably is because it's the 4th of July this weekend, and that can tend to be a time of reflection about, our history and stuff like that. But a lot of my favorite stories also tend to be about revolutions of some sort, or if not explicitly that, just kind of revolutionary type characters who like to who have a purpose in life, to make some sort of change for the better. So an example of that would be one of my all-time favorite young adult books is Graceling. And in that story, the protagonist, Katza, she does a lot of work in trying to help people who are being kind of brought down by other kings and other kingdoms, and even her own, that are just not very good rulers. And she kind of works to try to right some of their wrongs, and when she can, and she ends up actually using her gifts to get rid of a really evil guy. It's a great story. You should read it. I love it. It's one of my all-time favorites. Another one would be the book Revolution by Jennifer Donnelly, and that takes place during the French Revolution. And again, there's a character who is maybe not explicitly involved in the revolution, but she does do a lot of kind of revolutionary type things on her own for the cause of the Prince Louis Charles. Then I think about like shows like Hamilton, obviously about the American Revolution and how much I love that, and Les Miserables, which also takes place during the French Revolution. I really kind of do have a thing for the French Revolution for some reason. And then there's like the musical Wicked, where she's fighting for the rights of others as well there. And there's just a lot of stories that I tend to love that have kind of that theme through it. And I guess that kind of speaks to my personality a bit. I've always been one who tends to want to right the wrongs of, or not right wrongs, well, yeah, I mean in society, and kind of fight for justice for people and equality and things like that. And it occurs to me that one thing that's, aside from just the revolutionary what have you, is that there's a couple of themes there. One of them is, the idea of overcoming fear. It's not easy to stand up for what you believe in and what's right and stuff, but it's important and it's worthwhile. And I find those kinds of things inspiring and motivating. But Um, another common thread in all of those types of things were that the people involved, whether it be but yeah, so all of the characters were not really tied down so much by stuff. Their lives were simple enough that they weren't weighed down by schedules or possessions or that. They were pretty driven. And so Katza and Graceling, she lived in a palace, but she didn't really care about all of that stuff. And when she traveled and did her thing, she pretty much was known for riding the horses to death and not stopping to take care of herself. And there were a lot of jokes about that throughout the book. Again, in Revolution, the character Alex was, she pretty much kind of lived on her own and did her own thing and didn't really have a lot of possessions weighing her down. They weren't important to her. And again, in Les Mis, Jean Valjean, yeah, he was like the mayor and well known for for a while and had some wealth, but he was able to pick up and leave and just go on his own whenever he needed to, because that wasn't his priorities. So I kind of think about how I would like to be able to do a lot of those kind of things sometime, like I would love to have the freedom to be able to just pick up and do what needs to be done and fight for justice for people or right wrongs, or just do the things that I'm passionate about without having to worry about being tied down by obligations with money, or have a lot of stuff that I have to deal with, or prioritize that. So I think that's one of the reasons I'm on this kind of simplicity journey, is to make sure that my priorities are shifted in the right direction, and to be able to eventually be able to get to the point where I can be totally flexible like that, and I don't have to worry about well, I can't do this thing or that thing because I have to work so much to be able to pay bills, or take care of all the things I own, or whatever. It'd be nice to, don't get me wrong, I love my life and I love what I have and stuff, but I also feel like, I have way more than I need. And so trying to, find that balance between, working towards goals and stuff, and also just, trying to simplify life and prioritize things, but also being grateful for what I have. There's definitely a balance there that I'm working towards, and there's lots of different ways you could go with this. Part of me loves the idea of like eventually having like a tiny house somewhere, and being able to just be portable or whatever. Not gonna happen anytime soon, but even just the idea of, I work a full-time job and I love my job and it's great, and I do lots of really good things in there, which is one of the reasons I love it so much and stuff. But there's also times where it'd be kind of cool to just be able to do my own thing and stuff like that too, and have that flexibility to be able to drop everything and help somebody, or I don't know, have adventures or whatever. So I don't know, we'll get there, but that's what was on my mind, and that's what I thought I'd just kind of talk about and stuff. So what I would like to know is, does anybody have any similar kind of goals in their life? What are they? What characters in books or movies or whatever inspire you and make you want to, do big things, and why? And if I'd love to hear what your thoughts. So put them down in the comment section below, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this kind of thing, let me know that too. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button too. And otherwise, I think that's it for tonight, so see you later. Bye.